Capricorn, life is about to get so bright you're going to have to put your blue blockers on all day, baby. You're going to want to hear this. There are big changes. Grab your essentials and come on. Hey Capricorn, it's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2024, baby. I don't know who's young enough to remember that movie Waiting to Exhale, but I feel like that's where y'all are at. You have been waiting to exhale, and the fresh breath is finally coming in. Be sure to check out my Scorpio season astrology video that has all the important astrological dates and transits that you need to know or be aware of for Scorpio season. But I will put you on game. Capricorn, you are ruled, Capricorn Sun, you're ruled by Saturn, and Saturn has been retrograde in Pisces for a hot minute now, but in Scorpio season he goes direct. In Scorpio season, Pluto leaves one after the other. On the 15th, on November 15th, Saturn goes direct in Pisces, and then on the motherfucking 19th of November, Pluto is gone for the rest of your existence unless Elon Musk comes up with a way to make us all immortal. I mean, it's not too far-fetched at this point. And the way that your life is just gonna fucking lighten up, the relief that's coming in, the goodness, the sweetness that's coming in, baby, Lord knows you've earned it. Lord knows you've worked for it. And with Pluto finally leaving for the next 250 to 300 years, it's just wow. Wow. I apologize for any weird mic sounds. But let's dive in. Clear out that funky ass old era energy because there is a new era being issued in. And so we welcome in my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2024, baby. So hydrate, light it if you need it, as we welcome in the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2024. Okay, I saw it reversed. The King of Pentacles is the first card out, and the King of Pentacles reversed may mean there could be some recovery from all this time with Pluto. I mean, there will be the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. And I feel like in some sort of way, you may have gotten stuck in the cycle of materialism, really stuck in the cycle of capitalism. There could just be this thing where like people have been so interchangeable in your life that you have started to just value things, your pets, maybe even like particular people. But I just feel like there's this huge turnaround in regards to what you value, a huge turnaround or an aha moment, a clarity moment coming in around what does established mean? What does structure mean for you? What does financial freedom mean for you? Hydrate. And I feel like there's something about new relationships, new connections, new friendships that are coming in that are going to help you articulate that are going to help like call you out in some sort of way. Like you getting yourself in check, you getting yourself aligned. Page of Wands reversed. Okay. with the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So there could be some sort of start-stop connection or a slowing down in a connection, something not getting off the ground the way that you thought that it would. I feel like Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you're still in this like this portion of the transit where you still are like subconsciously waiting for the other shoe to drop. There's a part of you that's still just like, what's the next hit, versus understanding things are moving forward, babe. And you are being asked to initiate a new relationship with yourself, but you may have been putting that off. You may be putting off self-care, putting off self-love, putting off immersing yourself, or yeah, immersing yourself in your passions. Um, are you bullying yourself? Are you being bullied? Are you being a bit of a bully to other people? There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements that may be a little sharp or mean or immature, or like a little too sarcastic, a little like someone may be like, East Coast kind of roasting your ass, and you may take it a bit personally. There could be something there also with someone with Taurus placements. But this is also, I mean, 2 of the 5 cards are court cards. So this is already saying, it's time to prioritize people. And the first card being the King of Pentacles reversed. This is the thing that needs to be clarified on the Selenite throne in Scorpio season. What is your relationship to your finances and to money and stability, and what needs to be altered about that? What may be like out of date, or what may be a bit too frivolous or too frugal? There could be I just feel like there's something here about like it's time to get your money in check. And I would suggest before Venus enters Sagittarius. I mean, before Venus enters your sign, which will be in Sagittarius season, I believe. Yeah, probably Sagittarius. No, on November 11th. On November 11th, Venus comes into your sign. And I mean, the King of Pentacles is astrologically, it's Sun in Taurus. And Taurus is ruled by Venus. And so I do feel like with Venus coming into your sign, she is a benefic. She wants to give things. She wants to give you new business, wants to give. So there could just be something there about like being lazy, or like your standards, or I'm too good for this, or I'm too good for that. That just be careful of that. I've earned better job offers. I've earned, so like, yeah, you're not wrong, but just be careful. Be careful with arrogance. Be careful with superficiality. Be careful with materialism. Be careful running your mouth, especially at work, because it could cost you some coin. Please continue for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2024. The King of Cups. This is too many people, too many cooks. There's too many fucking cooks in the kitchen, y'all. Center of the reading being the King of Cups, and then the Four of Wands. So I told you it is getting better because your mind's changing. There may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. I want to say specifically Pisces or Scorpio placements that does this person need to be the center of your life? Are you noticing that too many things are centered around this person? They may not have those placements. They may be like very emotional, maybe masterful with their emotions, maybe very hard to read. This could be somebody that's like deeply spiritual, someone that is compassionate, someone that's very creative. But there is just something there around I mean, this person could be really looking at you, looking to you to fix things, looking to you to make them happy. Don't fall into the Capricorn Captain Save a Hoe shit this season, please. For the love of God. I feel like there's already too many people out here. Let me just get the final card, final message for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2024. And I like that this is coming up because I love that I was like, this is going to be the best season ever. And the final card is the Tower. But a lot of y'all like it dark. You know, a lot of you are comfortable in the dark, comfortable with darkness, comfortable with chaos. I do feel like there's three of the five cards are fire cards. So damn. And then the seven of wands on the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like there is a lot of either standing up for yourself, standing up for what's right, standing up for other people. There could be someone with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements that's standing up for you or opposing you in some sort of way. So you've got to just focus on your defensive stance, and your defensive stance can't be just your work ethic, or I deserve this because I have the money, I have the things, I have it, like what, wherever it is with like wherever arrogance meets your work ethic, tread lightly. Tread lightly. I like that this feels like to me sudden happiness, like sudden, like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I got blindsided. And this is an opportunity for self mastery. It may involve somebody specifically with Aries or Scorpio placements. Um, for those with Capricorn or with a Capricorn sun or a Capricorn rising, Mars is squaring you natally right now with him being in Cancer. And granted, he goes into Leo this season, so that will help everybody out. But in December, he will retrograde in Leo and go back into Cancer. Mars retrogrades every 2 years. Three of the five cards are court cards, y'all. There's something like there's a little too much going on with like other people influencing you. I do feel like some of you are in a position where you have options. You have options that you can choose between people. There also, I just keep seeing like for some of you, there may be like baby mama drama or baby daddy drama. There could just be something here about issues. The father or the parent of the other parent of your child, for those of you who have kids, the other parent of your child may really be acting up, or there could be something like not paying child support, or them not showing up or acting right, especially if they have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements. If you're dealing, if the other parent is a fire sign, then you're really going through it, and I feel like they're being very childish right now. There could just be issues with like money payment, somebody trying to act like they like perpetrating in some sort of way, trying to like flex, act like they have it when they're not showing up for your kid. Also, okay, for those of you who don't have children, I just feel like there's something here with like like a shift in the hierarchy of your values. What you value is changing. What you do with your time. I feel like Scorpio season is the sign of I desire. The season of I desire is going to become real clear what it is that you want on a deep level. Those desires that feel uncomfortable to you or may make other people uncomfortable are starting to come to the surface. And there is something there around like, do you have the time, energy, or money to actually make these investments? Have like, what is going on with your time, energy, and money? Pluto's now leaving, Saturn's going direct, and I just feel like this could either be the last ass kicking if you don't like wake up and start getting your shit together, or there's something around financial stresses, physical stresses. Some of you may be feeling the result of like working so much. There could be like back issues or, issues with like physical discomfort, physical, like you being in physical pain. I feel like be careful with like horseplay, be careful just like fucking around and being stupid, be careful trying to impress people. With the Page of Wands reversed, there is something, it's like, it's weird. I just heard Bobby Caldwell's what you won't do, you're too full of love. You try everything, but you don't give up. In my world, only you made me too full of love, what I would not do. Don't lead with your money. Those of you who are single, do not lead with the this is, let me take you out, let me treat you, let me do this, let me buy this and that for you, let me do let people show you who they are. Don't lead with, oh, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got the gear, I got the wisdom, I got the tools, I got, no. That's how you end up getting yourself taken advantage of, because Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, some of you may be just a bit hungry for love or a bit hungry for attention, and you'll lead with things versus leading with getting to know who this person is. For those of you who are in a relationship, I do feel like there will be a period of fun, harmony, and festivities, and then suddenly things change. I will be clarifying this over on Patreon, where we clarify all these cards. We go Zeepa, me and the ethical cult be like hooking it up over there. There's no Kool-Aid, calm down. Check us out over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. There's a tier for daily readings. There's weekly readings. There's all kinds of astrological content. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything. TikTok is at JustJEverything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. I feel like Scorpio season is about you understanding that this is an end of an era. It's time to close out this era, and you can't get to the new heights that you want to acquire or that you want to attain by way of doing old tactics. And there's just something there around center of the reading being the King of Cups. I do feel like there are nurturing qualities that you have that could just be better applied to the right people. Just be careful going all in, all at once, super fast. I also feel like be careful with vices. Be careful with drinking too much, smoking too much, partying too much. And you really are going to be needing to pay attention to the company that you keep. I think Pluto was in your sign for, like since 2008, when it dipped into Aquarius, which is the sign of friends and friends in higher places, and then he came back and he brought some of that Aquarian energy with him. And there's something there. I feel like Pluto is shaking up your friend group. Pluto is shaking up the company that you keep. Pluto is, I feel like, advising you to really pay attention to who you're exposing yourself to on a consistent basis. Are you hanging out with church friends? Are you hanging out with people who are not, divinely aligned with you, who are not like as ambitious as you? Because that's the thing. If everybody around you just wants to party and bullshit, you're going to end up partying and bullshitting. Or being the only one that gets up and does the work, and the only one, and then you end up going into martyr mode. I do everything for everybody. Nobody does anything for me, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, all you had to do was say no. All you had to do was set a boundary. But if you're not setting those boundaries for yourself, then other people will definitely ignore them. And so there's something around Pluto being in your sign until November 19th and him shaking up your awareness around the company that you keep. I do feel like there's something about improving the quality of the company that you keep. Being able to really identify who shows the fuck up for you, who really is consistent, who has been consistent, who deserves access to all your goodness, your wisdom, your gear, your spoils, who deserves access to that versus you just trying to impress this person because you want something to come in, or you want, affection or love or cuddles or whatever it is. Just don't lead with money. It will burn you if you do. Okay, so let me zoom out. There's three court cards and only one major arcana, and that comes to at the end of Scorpio season. So I feel like you close out Scorpio season with the bang. You got to come over to Patreon to see what that bang is. Um Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, if you're dealing with somebody else that has Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements, I feel like they may be thrown off kilter in some sort of way, or they may be in a really materialistic place, or could be in some sort of a financial bind where they were very masterful with their money or their energy or their time. They could just be struggling with that. So, just a heads up that they're going through it. The earth signs are going through it. If you're dealing with somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, I feel like they're in a very sharp place. They're in a place where they're really, struggling to deal with the heaviness of their emotions. The rulers of fire signs are Mars, the Sun, and Jupiter. And Mars is in fall, getting ready to retrograde. He's already in pre-retrograde station. He's already slowing down. Jupiter is already retrograde as of October 9th, and the Sun is in Scorpio. And, like, there's lots of emotions going on. There's lots of rethinking, reframing that's happening here. And with the King of Cups at the center of the reading, I feel like the center of the objective of Scorpio season for you is to get more mastery, more control over your emotions, for you to get more in depth in your creativity, for you to become more childlike, more playful, and rely on the goodness in your heart, not the money in your wallet, to draw in the right people in your life. Because there is a lot of like new stability in the realm of your physical, spiritual, sexual energy coming in. There could be union coming in, connectivity, like lots of fun, festivals, festivities, things of that nature. Like there's things to do, people to see, places to go. And I just feel like you need to save your time, your energy for like the things that you really want to happen, that you really want to go towards, the experiences that you really want to have. Um, because Mars going into Leo, I feel like everybody's willpower, everybody's energy, like just whoop, goes through the roof. We're finally back. We're in motion. And then there's like this pulling back. And so, yes, I do feel like as of November 19th, there's this huge change, huge change. And don't get it twisted. The tower is not always like negative. I know that it just looks like destruction, but I feel like the parts of you that need to be destroyed, the parts of you that need to be like broken out of its chains, that's what's happening. And there's something with getting out of this like victim mentality, or this always happens to me, or this is my lot in life. That's got to be like shaken up out of you. There is a grand water trine. Mars in Cancer, Saturn in Pisces, Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, um, Venus in Scorpio right now as I'm filming this. And so I do feel like this grand water trine It's involving your ruling planet. And I feel like it's pushing you to become way more faith-based. Saturn is in Pisces, the sign of I believe. Your ruling planet is in the sign of the spirit world for the next 3 years. So all of this, like, whoa, money, power, respect, what you need in life, all of that is falling to the wayside. We have closed out, as of November 19th, we are closing out the age of Capricorn and entering the age of Aquarius. And I just feel like what you have relied on before to get what you want is going to be changing. And there's way more access to your emotions, way more access to your sweetness. Because that's what we know. We all know you don't want nobody to know, but we all know you're a fucking sweetheart. Capricorns are profoundly romantic. And I just feel like that the need for all that guarding, the need for all of that, toughness, it finally gets to go away, and you finally get to, like, break free. And the hardening that's happened, the hardening of you having to use those, Capricorn goat horns, you having to smash up everything with your horns, is finally falling away. And it just is going to be uncomfortable. You may be really wanting to not believe that things are going to get better, but the divine is bringing you all this good. I'm going to show you this because I love you. Underneath the Seven of Wands was the Eight of Swords. You're in such a defensive stance that you're unable to see right now. Your mind is looping in the fact that, like, is this how things are always going to be? Nope, they're not. The fruit of your labor is coming in. Scorpio season is ushering in transformation, and there is so much light and lightheartedness and carefree energy coming your way. There's such new beginnings coming. And I know I've been saying it's coming, but the thing is, we got to integrate this darkness. We got to integrate this heaviness. Don't let it just be dark just because you think that's all that is going to ever come your way. Because if you think that, then that's all that can come your way. So just try a little hope. The divine is putting you in a position to start making different decisions. And those different decisions are going to yield different results. I love you. I'm ready to dive in. I'll see you over on Patreon. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. All the links are in the description box below. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.